Hey YouTube friends, do you think you might be suffering from a meniscus problem in your knee? Well, I'm going to cover with you today the top 3 exercises that you can do to start healing your meniscus on your own at home. Meniscus problems can take a really long time to heal. The reason for that is because they're made up of cartilage. You have an inner or a medial meniscus and an outer or a lateral meniscus in each knee. Meniscus tissue is loaded. Every time you go to stand up on it, you put your weight through it, so it doesn't really get the best chance to heal if you don't provide it the right healing environment. Now, there's lots of reasons why you can get a meniscus problem, and healing it is a process. It can take a long time, anywhere from 6 to 12 months, as long as you're doing the right things. But it is possible to heal a meniscus without surgery and without having to rely on injections or pain medications. For anybody that's dealing with a meniscus injury out there, of course you want to talk to a healthcare professional and make sure that you're safe to do exercises before you go out to try these exercises that we're going to cover here. So let's get into the top 3 exercises. I'm going to show you these as a progression. So all of them are to be done one right after the other, and they shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to do. We'll start it out here. What I'm going to have Kevin do here is tailgate swinging. So go ahead and start swinging your legs, Kevin. And what you're going to do with this is find somewhere that you can sit where your feet dangle. A great place that a lot of people tend to have is a computer chair or a bar stool, somewhere where your feet dangle. And real nice and easy, this shouldn't tire you out. You're just going to swing your legs back and forth. What this is doing is, because the cartilage, the meniscus tissue, does not have a good blood supply, it relies on the fluid that's inside of the joint. So when you tailgate swing like this, you gently move the fluid within the joint and get it to circulate without putting a whole lot of pressure through it, as if you were standing or doing some other exercise where you're putting pressure through your feet. So you get the fluid flowing inside, and that can provide some nutrition, some good stuff to the cartilage, the meniscus inside your knees. I would do this for about 5 minutes, so set a timer or keep an eye on the clock. And after 5 minutes, you're going to go into the second exercise. This exercise, go ahead and stop there for a second, Kevin. You're going to turn your toes all the way in, try that out, and then all the way out. And what you saw Kevin do there, he's moving his knees in and out just a bit too at the hips. That might happen a bit, but try to minimize it. You don't want to be opening and closing your knees. It's more twisting your feet in and then twisting your feet out. Keep going there. We'll go for 1 minute here. I might not do that long with Kevin here, but I want you to do a minute if you're watching this video at home. Make sure that it's not hurting you to do this. In some cases with meniscus injuries, going all the way in or all the way out might be a little bit tender in the knee. Just go as far as you can before it starts to get tender. Now, the reason why this is important is because usually most people in their knees have a decent amount of rotation that can occur in the shin bone against the thigh bone. And the meniscus tissue is sandwiched right between those two bones. And a lot of times it just doesn't move well. It gets kind of stuck or restricted. So doing this type of motion, real nice and easy, don't force it, should begin to free up the rotation within the knee and make your meniscus a bit happier. So go ahead and stop there, Kevin. Now the last one is a hold. It's a bit of an exercise, but kind of a stretch at the same time, because you're taking the knee through some twist. The most common way that a knee gets restricted is it can't turn in very good. So what you're gonna do is turn in just like you did a second ago, hold it there, and then you're gonna bend your knees. Now you might do this one knee at a time just because it might throw you off balance, especially if you're sitting up on a high place. And go as far as you can comfortably go. And if you hit the chair or some obstacle down there with your foot, just hang out there. It's not about how far you go. It's about turning your foot all the way in, as long as it doesn't hurt, and then bending that knee to activate a muscle that's kind of on the inner thigh, but on the back of the thigh. It's one of the hamstring muscles. Hold for about 10 seconds and then just relax, and do this 10 times each side. You can alternate, or you can do them all on one side and then all on the other side. It doesn't matter. The idea here is to get that muscle to fire and stretch that joint to help improve the rotation within the knee joint. So you'll do that 10 times each side. And between these 3 exercises, the tailgate swinging for 5 minutes, toes in, toes out for a minute without pain, and then these holds where you're coming in, holding for about 10 seconds, do both sides, 10 times each. Do this daily, several times. I'd venture to say if your knee problem is pretty bad, if you have a swollen meniscus issue right now, you should be doing this every hour, at least every 2 hours, just to get the swelling and pain under control. Now, this is not going to cure a meniscus problem on its own. This is merely step 1. There's lots of steps. Like I said at the beginning, this is a process to effectively cure a meniscus problem, to avoid surgery and having to rely on injections and pain medications. Hey, if you thought that this video was helpful for you for your meniscus problem, can you do me 3 really quick, easy favors? 1, hit the like button below here. Give us a like. Number 2, hit the subscribe button right next to it, and that way you can get notified whenever we release new videos for knee pain. And the other thing, if you wanted to see more videos on knee pain, go over to our channel and check out our playlist that's all about knee videos that we've done. And the third thing, please share this with somebody that you think it might benefit. There's lots of people out there that are suffering from knee problems and are getting surgeries unnecessarily. They're suffering with injections that aren't really helping them out for the long term, just short-term relief. And they're taking pain medications that just tear up their organs. So please share this with a friend or family member, somebody that you know that's got a knee problem so that you can help them out. Have a great day, YouTube friends. Bye-bye.